back. My name is Essie Jane and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. I sell mostly women's clothing and I'm also a full-time mom, so I'm trying to figure out that balance of building a business and also spending time with my daughter. So I talk a lot about those things on this channel. If you are interested in that, please go ahead and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And today's video, I want to talk about my sales in May, specifically the items that sold really fast. I love when other resellers make videos like this because you get to see what kind of things are really high in demand right now. And my video for my April sales, I just went over everything that had a profit of $50 or more, which is obviously great to know as well what kind of things you can make really great flips on. But I thought this might give more of a look at a range of sales, price points, places I source from, and you can let me know in the comments below which you prefer. Do you prefer to see the really high profit sales, the really fast sales, some of everything, worst sales? Tell me what you want to see in the future, because June's video will be coming up in a few weeks here. Okay, so my criteria for this was everything that sold in less than a week, and I had 10 sales that sold in less than a week, and they actually all took less than 5 days after listing to sell. So I'm gonna get started with the first one. It actually took 2 days to sell. It was a Reformation dress. I sourced this on Thredup, and it was actually a dress that Meghan Markle had worn in a different colorway. So I did add that to the listing. I added photos of her wearing the striped version. I have the solid black version of this dress. I sourced it for $75 on Thredup, and it sold 2 days later on Poshmark for $140, leaving me a profit of $35.28. So the next two are actually items that I found at yard sales. And I've only ever gone sourcing at yard sales one time, and all I found were these two items, but they both sold really fast. So the first one is this Y2K silk floral midi dress by the brand Whistles, and it was $5 at the yard sale. I picked it up because it was silk, and I could tell that not only was it really good quality, but it was definitely very Y2K vibes, but at the same time, very much something that I would still wear. Like nothing crazy, just kind of something timeless. The dress actually sold the next day for $45. It was an offer I received on Poshmark. I think I listed it for like $58. I was kind of pulling a number out of the air because I have no idea how to sell vintage. But somebody offered me $45. So after my cost of goods and Poshmark fees, I made a $31 profit on that dress overnight. And then the other thing that I found actually at the same yard sale were the Outdoor Voices leggings. I don't sell a lot of activewear. I'm not super familiar with the brands and specific styles that sell well, and it feels really saturated on resale markets. But these were $2, and I knew Outdoor Voices was a good brand, so I didn't know what style they were. It took me a little bit of digging once I got home to find the style and stock photos, but I did. And they sold within 3 days on Poshmark again for $35. So after my cost of goods and fees, that left me with a $26 profit on those leggings. Next up is another Reformation dress. This I purchased from The RealReal for $76. And it sold 3 days later on Mercari. I got a message from the buyer saying they needed it for an event that weekend, and I was happy to ship it really quickly, and they were very happy. They offered me $145 for the dress, so that left me with a profit of $54.50. I did a thrift trip a few weeks ago, and a lot of those items have actually sold very quickly. Thrifted items tend to have a lower average sale price and lower profit, but these ones were really good pickups because they sold so fast, and I'm really happy that I just flipped all those items for a profit very quickly. So the first one is this mini dress by Zara. It was in this like bold floral print, which I know is pretty popular right now. It had the exaggerated puff sleeves, which I know is another trend. So this sold 2 days after I listed it on Mercari. It sold for $29. And I had purchased it at the thrift store for $9, so I made a $17 profit. This was my fastest sale ever, I think. This was a Suzanne dress. It sold, I think, like 5 to 10 minutes after I listed it on Poshmark. Somebody liked it. My bot sent out an offer for 25% off, and they accepted it immediately. So my cost of goods for this Suzanne dress was $46. Somebody purchased it very quickly for $101, so that was a $33 profit in a matter of minutes. Next, this one was from the same trip where I went thrifting. I went to a few buy-sell trade stores, and I love picking up Free People dresses, especially midi and maxi dresses at buy-sell trade stores. Plato's Closet near me prices them pretty reasonably depending on the style, and this one was actually new with tags. So I looked it up. It wasn't super saturated, and because it was new with tags, I felt pretty confident about selling it. So I paid $15 for this at the buy-sell trade store, and it sold 5 days later on Poshmark for $50. So that left me with a profit of $23.28. Another thrift store find was this Bowden Lara wrap dress. Bowden is another brand that I like to pick up at thrift stores if I can find it for the right price, because I think I've sold 2 or 3 of their dresses now, and it's always a quick sale. I think people are really looking for Bowden dresses, and this sold on Poshmark 5 days after it was listed for $27. My cost of goods was $8, and after fees, that left me with $11.88. So not the hugest profit. I don't love the $10 to $20 profits, honestly, but if they're gonna be fast, and this was a really easy item to just photograph, list, and wrap up and ship out, I'm happy to make the sale. So when I go thrifting, I'm really just looking for things that are going to sell quickly, and I have made the mistake before of buying tons of things very cheaply at thrift stores that have just sat and sat, like old Free People and Anthropologie tops. Wouldn't recommend. All right, so the last thing that sold in less than a week from my thrift trip was this prom dress that I thought the price was really reasonable, and I like selling formal wear, so I thought I'd give this a try. I hadn't heard of the brand before, but it was a more modern style. It wasn't like one of the really outdated prom dress styles you see at the thrift store. So I grabbed this. It sold 5 days after I listed it on Poshmark for $38. I believe that was an offer. I had it listed for $48. Somebody offered me $10 less, and I accepted. So my profit after fees and cost of goods was $22.40. All right, so now we're to the part of the video where I go over my total numbers for the month of May, and guys, it was not what I was hoping for. I didn't even hit my profit from my first full month reselling, which was March. My profit in March was $1,098.10, and my profit in May was $1,053.76. So I was $30 to $40 off that, which was a bummer. I was hoping to at least match March profit-wise, but it was just a very slow month at the beginning of the month. The last week did feel a little bit more normal. I think I sent out about 10 to 12 orders over Memorial Day weekend, which is more normal for me, at least to have 5 to 10 packages to send out on a Monday, or Tuesday in this case because it was a long weekend. But the rest of May, it was no orders over the weekend, or 1 or 2, and I don't know what happened, but things seem to be possibly turning around. I've made some good sales so far in the month of June. I know I said that last month again. I had some really good sales at the beginning of the month of May. Just a couple of random really high profit sales. And then the rest of the month was just super slow. That was profit, $1,053.76. My total sales for May was $2,870.36. And my average sales price was $73.60. Let's see what other numbers are interesting here. My average profit was $27.02, which was very close to my April average profit of $27.82. So just an 80-cent difference there. I just sold a lot more units in the month of April. I sold 56 items in April and only 39 in May. My cost of goods was pretty similar to April again, but it was higher. It was $31.51 compared to April's average cost of goods of $30.27. So not really the way I want to see numbers trending. My cost of goods rose a little bit. My profit dipped a little bit. My units sold definitely dipped. So things to work on, things I'm going to be really intentional about troubleshooting, I guess. Like I mentioned in my last video, I do have some business coaching sessions coming up that I'm really excited to learn from. So yeah, things are, it was kind of a discouraging month, but we all have those, and not every month is going to trend up, even though I was kind of hoping that's how this would go. I was very fortunate with some really great months in March and April as my first 2 full months reselling. So just going to ride the roller coaster here, and I hope you're having great sales. Leave a comment below. Again, like I said, do you want to see these quick flips? Do you want to see high profit? Do you want to see my worst sales? And what have things been like for you? Have they been really good? Are sales picking up? Are they slowing down? Do you notice the summer slowdown phenomenon, or does that not affect your business model too much? I'm still learning, so any knowledge you have as more experienced sellers or as somebody in the same boat as me, throw it down there, because I am soaking up knowledge and trying to learn here. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you again soon.